Reds took on the Montreal Expos. And the top of the second inning, nice catch by Glenn Braggs out in right field on Tim Wallach's fly ball. And Braggs crashed into the wall after the catch. Nice catch by the right fielder. In the bottom of the second inning, Reds got on the board when Hal Mars crushed a two-run home in right field. His 5th home run this season. RBIs 28 and 29 as Chris Jones scored a home run, and the Reds led 2-0. A sac fly made the score 2-1. Then in the bottom of the 4th inning, Reds increased their lead when Glenn Braggs came up and absolutely crushed a mammoth solo home run off the foul pole in left field. His 7th home run this season, and the Reds led 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Montreal got back and run in the top of the 5th as Tim Wallach came up and grounded a single up the middle, knocking in Ivan Calderon from second base. And the Reds' lead was cut to 3-2 in the top of the 5th inning. Bill Doran with the big hit as he cleared the bases with the triple, but took a bad hop past right fielder Dave Martinez. This knocked in Billy Hatcher, Barry Logan, and Chris Sabo, and the Reds led 7-3. A double by Hal Mars made the score 8-3. The Reds won by a score of 8-4. Randy Myers got the win for the Reds. His record is now 4-5, and Bill Sampson got the loss for the Expos. He drops to 5-2. As once again, the Reds won by a score of 8-4. In the afternoon in Atlanta, the Braves took on the New York Mets. An early sac fly by New York gave the Mets a 1-0 lead. Then Greg Jeffries came up in the top of the 4th inning and belted a solo home run in right field over Braves starter Pete Smith. Jeffries' 4th home run and 28th RBI, and the Mets led 2-0 in the top of the 4th. Later in the 4th, nice catch by Braves center fielder Ron Gant on Howard Johnson's long drive to the right center field gap. Gant caught the ball after a long run and crashed into the wall, but he's okay. Then in the top of the 6th inning, kind of funny play, when Kevin McReynolds hit a double to left field. Left fielder Lonnie Smith tripped and stumbled. This allowed McReynolds to go to second base. He later scored on a sac fly as the Mets led 3-0. But from there, it was all Atlanta in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ron Gant came up and belted a 2-run home in the left field, his 13th of the season. RBIs 34 and 35 as this came off Mets starter Wally Whitehurst. And the Mets lead was cut to 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Jeff Innes relieved Wally Whitehurst, and the first batter he faced was Gant, who doubled down the left field line, knocking in Treadway and Terry Pendleton. RBIs 36 and 37 for Gant, and the Braves led 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. A clutch 2-run double by Ron Gant, who had 4 RBIs in the game. Moving to the top of the 9th inning, Juan Barragher picked up his 10th save of the season when he struck out Huey Brooks to end the game, as the Braves won 4-3. Kent Merkin got the win, he's 3-3. Wally Whitehurst got the loss, he drops to 3-4. As once again, the Braves defeated the New York Mets by a score of 4-3.
Sunday afternoon in New York, it's the New York Yankees taking on Ken Herbeck and the Minnesota Twins. In the bottom of the 2nd inning, the Yankees erupt. Bob Guerin with the RBI single to left field. Hensley Mullen scores. Espinosa safe at third base, and the Yankees lead it 1-0. With the Yankees up 2-0 in second and third, Don Mattingly with the ground ball under Randy Bush's glove. Bob Guerin and Pat Kelly score, and the Yankees are up 4-0. Then the next batter, Roberto Kelly, with this line drive home run to left field, his 8th of the season, RBIs 27 and 28, and the Yankees are quickly out to a 6-0 lead. In the top of the 3rd inning, though, the Twins got on the board. Randy Bush here will hit his first home run of the season to right field off of Scott Kamenicki. RBI number 4 for Bush, but the Twins trailed it 6-1. Then in the bottom of the 4th inning, it's Roberto Kelly with the RBI single to right field, scoring Pat Kelly. Roberto Kelly with a 5-for-5 day today makes it 7-1. The beneficiary of this Yankee outburst was Scott Kamenicki. He gets his 2nd win against no losses. He goes 7 2/3 innings, gives up 6 hits, 2 runs, walks 1, strikes out 3. The Yankees continue to pop in the runs. In the bottom of the 7th inning, it's Hensley Bam Bam Mullins with this long double to right center field. Roberto Kelly will score easily on the play. There's a play at the plate on Kevin Moss, but it's too high. Moss slides in safely, and the Yankees take a 9-1 lead. With the Yankees up 10-1 in the top of the 8th inning, the only problem today for Scott Kamenicki came up. His name was Randy Bush, and he cracks his 2nd home run of the game, 2nd of the season, making the score 10-2 Yankees. The Yankees go on to win this one 11-2.
Sunday afternoon at Toronto, the band was playing as the Blue Jays played host to the Cleveland Indians. Bottom of the first inning, Joe Carter continues his hot month of June as he hits a solo homer to left field off of Tom Candiotti, his 17th homer of the year, RBI number 50 for Carter. That gave Toronto a 1-0 lead. In the month of June, Carter has already hit 11 home runs, and that ties a Toronto Blue Jays club record. Top of the third inning now, Mike Timlin will get some defensive help as Roberto Alomar will range way to his right to get the Felix Fermin ground ball in the hole, and his throw will beat Fermin to the bag. A great play by the Blue Jays second baseman Roberto Alomar. Bottom of the fourth inning now, Manny Lee with a line drive at Tom Candiotti. Felix Fermin fields it but collides with teammate Mark Lewis. Dave Phillips tries to get out of the way, but it's too late, and it goes as an infield hit. Still the same inning, 2 on now. Mike Aldretti will get twisted around in left field, but he makes the reaching grab on Mookie Wilson's bid for extra bases and knocking in a couple of runs, but Aldretti stops it and still 1-0 Toronto after 4. Top of the sixth inning now, Mark Lewis with a base hit that goes off of Jim Acker's glove, and that allowed Chris James to come in and score and tie the game up at 1 apiece. Bottom of the sixth, Manny Lee with a sacrifice fly to left field. In comes Glenn Allen Hill as he tags and scores 2-1 Toronto. They add a run on a bases loaded walk to make it 3-1. And then Tom Henke gets Felix Fermin to ground out to end the ball game. The Blue Jays win 3-1, taking over first place in the American League East. McDonald the winner, he's 1-0. Candiotti the loser, he's 7-6. Henke his 11th save.
Sunday afternoon at St. Louis, it's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Tony Gwynless San Diego Padres. Gwynn, the league's leading hitter, taking the day off. In the top of the first inning, though, Fred McGriff with the RBI single to center field. Rip Roberts comes in to score, and the Padres jump out to a 1-0 lead. In the bottom of the second inning, Tom Pagnazzi steps to the plate against Bruce Hurst, and he will deliver this home run to left field. For Tom Pagnazzi, it's his second home run of the season, RBI number 23, and the game was tied at 1. Going now to the bottom of the third inning, it's Felix Jose here with the RBI single to center field. Omar Oliveros comes in to score, and the Cardinals led it 2-1. For Felix Jose, RBI number 33. It stayed 2-1 Cardinals until the top of the seventh inning, when Benito Santiago would crack this solo home run to left field. For Benny, it's his 7th home run of the season, RBI number 35, and the game was tied at 2. Now in the top of the 8th inning with first and third and one man out, the Cardinals go for the double play but can't get Gerald Clark at first base, and the Padres go up 3-2. Here you see on the replay, Gerald Clark will beat the throw barely to first base. In fact, it looks like a tie, but that is your game-winning run as the Padres take a 3-2 lead. Bruce Hurst goes the distance, 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, to get his 8th victory against 4 losses. The loser, Omar Oliveros, is now 0-2. The Padres defeat the Cardinals 3-2.
Sunday afternoon in Philadelphia, Darren Daulton and the Phillies took on the Houston Astros. In the bottom of the second inning with no score, Daulton comes in for his first home run this season. A solo shot to right field. He now has 9 RBIs, and the Phillies led 1-0. Then in the bottom of the fourth inning with the game tied at 1, Daulton comes in for his second home run of the year, another solo shot. He now has 10 RBIs, and the Phillies led 2-1. Then on the top of the fifth inning, Houston came back with 3 runs. First, Steve Finley doubled down the right field line. Eric Anthony scored, and the game was tied at 2. Finley is RBI number 22 this season. The next batter was Eric Gelding, and he put down a perfect suicide squeeze bunt down the third base line. This knocked in Craig Biggio, RBI number 19 for Yelding. Houston led 3-2. Then a bases loaded walk made the score 4-2 Houston after 5. Then in the top of the 8th inning, the Astros increased their lead to 6-2 as pinch hitter Ken Oberkfell delivered with a double over the center fielder's head. This knocked in Jeff Bagwell and Eric Anthony, and the Astros led 6-2 in the top of the 8th inning. RBIs 11 and 12 for Oberkfell this season. The Astros went on win by a score of 6-4. Astros starter Darryl Cowell picked up the win for his first major league win against 2 defeats. And here back in the bottom of the 4th inning, struck out Dickie Thun. He went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. In the bottom of the 9th inning, Jim Clancy picked up his 3rd save of the season when he struck out John Kruk to end the game. The Astros won 6-4. Darryl Cowell got the win. He's 1-2. Jose De Jesus got the loss. He's 4-3. And once again, Jim Clancy puts up his third save. As the Astros won by a score of 6-4 over Philadelphia.
As the Detroit Tigers played host to the California Angels, top of the first inning, Lloyd Mosby will slip in left field, but recovers in time to make the catch on Dickie Schofield's fly ball. He bobbles it a couple of times for good measure. Top of the second inning now, Gary Gaetti will put the Angels on the scoreboard as he hits a solo homer to left field. Into the upper deck, it came off of the Detroit starter Frank Tanana. For Gaetti, it's his 8th home run of the year, and it gave California a 1-0 lead. Sparky Anderson not happy with the pitch from Tanana as he grimaces and grumbles in the dugout. Move now to the bottom half of the second inning. Jim Abbott started for the Angels. Here he strikes out Travis Fryman. Abbott hadn't allowed a hit through the first 3 innings. Move now to the top of the 5th inning. The Angels get another run. Luis Polonia with the ground ball to third base. Tony Phillips charges it, but throw gets by Cecil Fielder at first base. Luis Sojo scores 2-0 Angels. Bottom of the 5th, still no hits by the Tigers. When Jim Abbott pitches to Travis Fryman, who hits a ground ball down the first base line, Fryman stays in the batter's box as the ball bounces off of the bag. Abbott over to pick it up for the out. Fryman doesn't even leave the batter's box until after it hits the bag, and by that time it was too late. He was out. A no-hitter through 6 innings for Jim Abbott. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Tigers would string together 3 hits. First, Cecil Fielder broke the no-hitter, and then Travis Fryman gets the third of the Tigers' hits in a row. Cecil Fielder scored. RBI 37 for Fryman, 2-1 Angels. And that was it for Abbott, who went 6 2/3 innings, pitching no-hit baseball before giving up that run. Bottom of the 9th inning now, 2 outs, 2 strikes to Mickey Tettleton. Brian Harvey on the mound. He struck out the last 3 Tigers, but Tettleton takes him deep for a home run off the left field upper deck facade. His 11th home run of the year, and it's tied the game up at 2 apiece. Nobody out now, bases full on the top of the 10th inning for California. Donnie Hill with a ground ball to first base. Cecil Fielder boots it. Pinch runner Max Venable came in to score for the Angels, and they led 3-2. But John Shelby tied it up with an RBI single, 3-3, bottom 10, bases full. Rob Deere with a ground ball, base hit to right field. Bill Kyler scores. Detroit wins 4-3 in the 10th inning as they come back twice to win the game. Rob Deere with the game-winning hit. Tigers win 4-3. Gibson the winner, Robinson the loser.